So we very much established the incredible amount of Street Fighter clones and imitators there was back in its heyday, but there may not be one more infamous than World Heroes. What a name, eh? Well, why World Heroes? Because probably someone already had chosen World Warriors. Yeah. Now, normally I don't really care much about fighting game stories, but this one's actually pretty ironic, so I figured I'd share. Now, Doc Brown, no relation, has created by pure coincidence a time machine. Fortunately, not like a DeLorean or a train. And he wants to bring a bunch of fighters from across time together for a big tournament. Yeah, and that's kind of the end of the story. That's where it ends. But it's actually kind of a cool idea where all the fighters are loosely based on historic figures who just happen to fight like a certain group of people who fight around the world. Some might say in the streets. I mean, really, it's just so hard to look at everyone in the World Heroes lineup and think about how much they just blatantly took from the king at the time. Joan of Arc looks like Chun-Li, just with a sword. Rockin' is like the robotic bastard child of Tulsum and M. Bison, and even Muscle Power, yes, that is his real name and it's awesome, is a grappler like Zangief, just all hulked out. But give SNK a little bit of credit because when World Heroes came out, Super Street Fighter 2 and Turbo hadn't, and Dragon and Rasputin played awfully similar to some characters in Street Fighter. Wouldn't you say there, Capcom? Fei Long and Akuma, anybody? Yeah. Here's something Street Fighter definitely didn't have. Fatal matches. The idea was to put dangerous things outside the stage, which is pretty cool, but the thing is, when you selected the fatal matches, you didn't have it every stage. It was like, in every 5 matches, you'd get maybe 3 fatal stages. On top of that, no one dies at the end of a match, which kind of defeats the purpose of said match being fatal. Now, obviously, World Heroes wasn't the only game borrowing heavily from Street Fighter, and admittedly, when fighting games were king, it was just a matter of how much a game actually took from them, but it is definitely one of the more recognizable clones. So much so that it's actually made its way onto an SNK Classics disc, and that in itself is pretty damn amazing. Oh, giant hand bitch slap!